Alright, so this video should be up after the Tech Bardock is download. So this is like a second part in which we are going to talk about AGL LR Gohan and Imperfect Cell. Before we start, I would like to say again thank you to Proton 10MG for the work and all the assets and the promo movie and everything. This is his Twitter, go follow him, I'm sure you guys know him, so again, thank you. So AGL LR Gohan and Int LR Cell. Now these guys, I don't want to talk about all the oh my god they are not coming to global Dokkan and everything, because even now or later they will still come to the game. So it was bad, it was unfair, sure, it's over. They're coming in like 9 hours for me. Like now is 11:39 p.m. and they came out 7:30 a.m. tomorrow, so it's not really like a problem. Like they are coming tomorrow, who cares what happened. So let's start about Cell first, because the thing with Gohan is more obvious. I would like to talk about Cell a bit. Now Cell, let's see, okay, Extreme G Awakening. Now Cell, one problem we can immediately see here, like my eyes immediately go here, this bullshit right here. No defense on the 18 key, zero, while this guy stacks on both of his super attacks. Like why Gohan is stacking in both of them and Cell is like, yeah, 50% attack for one turn. Like why? That's the first problem. Raises defense for one turn on 12k, solid. Here is another problem with Cell. Now let's look. I would like to point out that one specific thing that pisses me off every single time. This is all his passive. We have attack and defense, key and attack per existing enemy, attack and defense on super, high chance of launching an additional super. Okay? Okay. Now we can see Gohan. Why Gohan gets to build up 8 key just from his passive, other than having Prepare for Battle and Golden Warrior, which are killing, and this guy have 2 key if you're facing 1 enemy, 4 if you're facing 2 enemy, 6 if you're facing 3 enemy, 8 if he's facing 4 enemy. Why Gohan is getting 8 key for free just building up, and Cell needs to face 4 enemies to have it? Why? This guy struggles for key badly. Attack and defense 50% on super is fine. The high chance of launching an additional super attack is fine as well. Many people will say he should have an additional guaranteed which has a high chance to be a super. Sure, but they did the same thing with Gohan, high chance of launching an additional super. So they decided to not do the additional normal with the chance, but they decided to make the high chance of additional. Who cares? Now Cell is decent in this form. I think the best way to use him is to aim for the 12 key. Like you do the 12 key normally, so you get the defense, and then you hope for the additionals to get even more defense. Because even at 18 key, he's not doing like, oh my god, 15 million damage. It's not the point. So he's decent. He's not doing anything special, but he can tank normals and maybe some super attack with like triple supers, and you have like support and something. It's decent, nothing more, nothing less. He's in a lot of categories. Like many of these things need help. Revenge, power absorption, target Goku, time travelers, artificial life forms, full power, resurrected warriors, worldwide chaos. He's very helpful for this extreme class team. But the real Cell is this one. This, like, this is the big dog. This is the guy. This is him. So he evolves when you're 40% HP or less. It used to be 30%. Now it's 40. It's better. This guy is insane. It's crazy how good this cell is. So we have 50% defense for 1 turn on 12 key, 50% attack and defense on 18 key, greatly lowers attack and defense. It's very difficult that this greatly lowers attack and defense is going to be helpful like ever, because if this cell hits an extreme super battle royale enemy, the enemy is dead. Like, it doesn't matter. So if full heals from 40% or less, you're getting to full heal. He creates orbs, he creates rainbow orbs, but he doesn't change the ink one. This is very helpful because he's a nuker. He needs 8 orbs. He gets 6 key for free, ultimate Gohan could never. And again, high chance of launching an additional super attack, 180% attack and defense. It used to be 120%, so a big buff. Damage reduction 3% per key sphere obtained. This is not rainbow key sphere, this is just key sphere. Like, he gets 9 key spheres and it's 27% damage reduction. He gets 10 key spheres, it's 30% damage reduction, and so on. 30% attack and defense when attacking with 4 key spheres, 40% with 6, and 50% with 8. And then 100% attack and 50% chance to crit when you use the Solar Kamehameha on when key is 24. We have the Solar Kamehameha, which is just a normal standard like attack, but he has the high chance of performing a critical hit since it's the active skill. So he gets crit from his active skill, which is fine, and it's a very rare animation, but you can get it. The problem with Cell, aside from base form being a bit lackluster and this form being like very good, the real problem is where do you run in him? Like, the best team is probably AGL Cell team. They don't share key links until AGL Cell is perfect. You need turn 5 for them to share key, but the problem is even when they do, there isn't a slot 1 unit. This guy, when he attacks, when he gets, okay, so he gets this, the 180% defense at the start of turn. Then he gets an additional super, and he gets the 50% on his super attack. Then he gets damage reduction, attack and defense when attacking, attack and defense when attacking, attack and defense when attacking. This guy has like 1 million defense with damage reduction. When he attacks, he's a wall. Sure. When AGL Cell attacks, and he has like 250% attack and defense start of turn, 50% against only one enemy, 50% on super, and then his super attack, and then he has 35% chance to dodge. He's a good unit. After he attacks, we don't have a single cell which is slot 1. All the other cells sucks. Even the physical one, he's okay-ish against int enemies. Int Cell and AGL Cell are the only two even considerable, and neither is slot 1. So that's a shame. Cell is very good, but he's not. The problem are teams now. Like, if they drop a new Cell and he's like top 5 and he's a slot 1 unit with a 200% leader skill for all the cells and he's supporting, then we are fine. So you have in one rotation the int one, the other rotation the AGL one, we are fine. But until that, this guy is useful just because of all his teams and the healing and the god mode of this guy, but you're not going to use him like all the time. While this guy, Gohan, now Gohan is surely better just because it's more generic of why he's good. Like, Cell is good because of Okay, you have damage reduction per T-sphere, but you have to transform, you have the healing, he's very good after your attack. This guy, like, okay, he's stacking defense on 12 key, on 18 key, he guards, and he can triple super, like, okay, it's not really complicated why he's good. And he's good in base form. Like, in this form, top 10 unit in the game probably. This is God. But again, this guy is very good. It wasn't the case for Cell. Cell is decent in base form. So he stacked the defense even before his EA, so that's not like new. But now he lowers attack on 12 key, greatly lowers attack on 18 key. Useful because at the moment some top tier fights can be debuffed, so it's useful. We have 150% attack and defense, jumped from 100, so 50% more. He builds up 20% attack and defense and 2 key at start of each turn. Both of them 4 times, so 20, 40, 60, 80, and 2, 4, 6, 8. While before was key 5, attack and defense 70%. Not the craziest like improvement, but something. Then he guards and 50% of launching an additional super attack if HP 58% or more. That's basically it. Like, high chance to crit against an android, who cares? That's basically the passive. Active skill is completely the same, link set of course is the same, he's in a million teams. And basically the thing is, you super attack and you stack defense. Like, there's nothing more about this guy. Like, it's not like, okay, you need to aim for the 12 key because now you can get multiple supers and maybe he has more defense, and then you have to fall below certain HP to be better. Like, he stacks defense, he stacks from his passive. It's a very simple unit. This is where the units start to be more interesting. Now, again, the condition is the same, active skill is the same, but now we have 3 very good androids option, which are AGL Android 8, the STR Gamma 1, AGL Gamma 2. So we can have Gohan transforming a bit more easier. And we have, I will say, 3 stages that have androids enemy that are very difficult. So we have 3 stages, which are Red Zone Gamma 1 and 2, Red Zone Cell, and Red Zone Cell Max, and the Cell Max event. So 4 events that you're facing androids, and you can transform if you're facing an android, or if you have on the team an android. So 4 events and 3 characters that weren't in game before. So 50% attack and defense for 1 turn on the 12 key, before was only defense, and 18 key. Again, I think this is pointless, not because it's a bad effect, like greatly lowers attack and defense is good, but when this Gohan supers an enemy, the enemy is dead. It can be debuffed, so it's not really, I would say, important. It changes tech key spheres to AGL for 4 turns. Of course, Gohan was a nuker and he's a nuker before. This is the biggest improvement I think I've ever seen in a unit, like ever. 158% attack and defense at start of turn. Now, why is it this big of an improvement? Because it didn't have 0% attack and defense before. He gets from 0 to 158% attack and defense. He did have 0. Now it's 158. Same 20% attack per T-sphere, but now defense goes from 7 to 10%. So he gets 158% defense at start of turn, more. And then he gets 3% defense more per T-sphere obtained. And he can triple super in base form. So the same classic LR Gohan mechanic, T+1 per T-sphere obtained. Okay. Then it randomly changes key spheres of a certain type, AGL and Tech excluded, to Rainbow when facing only one enemy. This is very good that they excluded the AGL and Tech key spheres. Like, this is very good because now he can. So the turn starts. He changes the Tech key spheres into AGL. Then he changes another random type that isn't AGL or Tech to Rainbow, and he creates his own orbs to nuke. This against only one enemy. He launches an additional super attack when facing multiple enemies. And here, basically the passive skill, all of the things we say now are very clear. Like, okay, he creates orbs, he nukes, he launches an additional instead of creating orbs when facing one enemy. Like, it's very clear until now. The things start to get interesting, like here. Like, all this part of his passive skill, it's very interesting, and I try to explain it now. Okay, so the part I was saying was from here to basically all the entire passive. Now, high chance of launching an additional super attack and high chance of performing a critical hit if HP is 58% or less at start of turn. And this finish here because we can see the sign here. Like here, it's finished. This is a different part. Like, this is a completely different thing. When your team has a Super Saiyan Goku attacking in the same turn, plus an additional 59% attack when performing an Ultra Super attack, and if HP is 59% or more when performing an Ultra Super attack, launches an additional super attack. This is very badly texted or written. I think this is the official translation. This is very bad. And now, what they are trying to say here is very easy, but they write it in a really weird way. So basically, this means you transform. So for transforming, you need HP 58% or less. So you're at like 50% HP, okay? You start the turn, 50% HP, you transform, you have Super Saiyan Gohan. 50% HP, okay? So this activates. You're at 58% HP or less at start of turn. This activates, it's done, you have it. Then he creates, from the tech, he creates AGL key spheres, and then he creates the rainbow. You get the AGL key spheres and you go to like 75% HP. He stacked it in base form, and then he has a lot of defense and he heals you 75% HP. You have Carnival Goku on the rotation, so you have Super Saiyan Goku, and what happens? So Elargon attacks, you're probably going to do the 18 key, so you get this, fine. Then, you're at 59% HP or more when performing a super attack, because you heal it with the orbs, right? And you have Super Saiyan Goku attacking in the same turn, Carnival Goku. So you launch it an additional super attack. Okay? Okay. Then you get this, because your HP were 58% or less at the start of turn. So that activates the second you enter the turn. So you're done 3 super attacks and it's only the passive. And then you can get the hidden potential. If you're facing multiple enemies, you can super attack 5 times, but you need to start the turn below 58 and then get with the orbs over 58 and Super Saiyan Goku on the rotation. So basically, I think they could have texted this in a very different way, and I show you. So this one, the one in the over, at the bottom, I'm sorry, at the top, this is how the wiki is worded. This is just copied from the wiki. This one instead is what I wrote it. So the difference is only in the last part, like here. This is the only thing different, and I'm trying to show why I think it should have been like this and not like this. This starts when your team has a Super Saiyan Goku attacking in the same turn. Like this tells you first the condition and then the effect. I think it's better if you say first the effect and then the condition. So instead of when your team has a Super Saiyan Goku attacking in the same turn, because maybe it can be confused with like this. It can be like weird if someone doesn't really see this. It can be confusing. But like this, you have plus an additional attack for 69% when performing an Ultra Super attack if Super Saiyan Goku is attacking in the same turn. I think it's more clear, because it says when your team has a Super Saiyan Goku attacking in the same turn, you logically think like, okay, what? Like, what happens when your team has a Super Saiyan Goku attacking in the same turn? It seems like incomplete. It seems like they forgot to text the first part. Then this can be even confusing, so I understand like confusion for this, and I think this was just better. But anyway, Gohan is really strong, but you need like to stack defense in this form. Like, I don't think it's a good idea to just, okay, turn 5 you can transform, boom, do it. I think it's better if you stack a bit. And the last thing before closing the video, the Indian potential build. Now people have been really mad and like giving dodge to Gohan just because they don't see the value. Now Super Saiyan, this form, let's say this crit doesn't matter, like high chance to crit against an android, this doesn't matter like at all. This is not important. But even then, he's not a damage dealer even if he triple supers. His attack is not enough high. So it's not really like, okay, I need to maximize this damage. He can do damage, but it's not like, oh my god, damage. But you want this. You badly want this. So additionally is a good way to go about it. But the thing is, this guy is very weak at the start of turn because he has only this, one of these, and guards. He doesn't have the other 60% of this or the stacks from this thing. So he's very weak at the start of turn. He gets up really fast, like you give him 3 turns in which he can stack and build up this passive, he's god. But he needs time. Dodge has that, because slot 1, turn 1, Omega Chevron super attacks, he dodges. 0 damage. So I think dodge is valuable, but I will say prioritize additional. So I will say like 20 additional, 11 dodge or something, and then the rest can go to crit, just because maybe you don't have the crit in this form, maybe the high chance is not enough, it can happen. While for Cell, I will say a mix of additional and crit. Depends on how you want to build. Like, it's not really important. Like, Cell is not completely different if you give him crit or additional, because he has both. You can give him some dodge, but it's not, I don't know, like he needs to dodge like the super attacks because he dies anyway. You can give him some dodge, but that's not going to save him completely. Gohan can tank them, but it's better if you dodge. Cell can tank normals, but he cannot tank super. So I don't know, Cell is in a dark spot at the moment. So let me know what you guys think. Gohan is coming in 7 hours and 30 minutes, and I'm really hyped. I'm going to try him on the channel. I'm going to do one video against the Metal Cooler 4, probably Brody, and I'm really excited for this guy. So let me know what you guys think, and I see you guys probably tomorrow. Bye.